The restoration will probably to be delayed. The restoration will probably to be delayed. That restoration work is still continuing even now. That restoration work is still continuing even now. That damage isn't showing any signs of restoration. That damage isn't showing any signs of restoration. He worked as a volunteer to help the disaster restoration work. He worked as a volunteer to help the disaster restoration work. The restoration work progressed rapidly. The restoration work progressed rapidly. The ruined castle is now under restoration. The ruined castle is now under restoration. The great public restoration effort has been cancelled. The great public restoration effort has been cancelled. The environmental restoration program must be transparent. The environmental restoration program must be transparent. These restoration efforts have already shown improvements. These restoration efforts have already shown improvements. The restoration was intended to facilitate local arts uses. The restoration was intended to facilitate local arts uses. Restoration of communication was urgent priority task. Restoration of communication was urgent priority task. Further restoration took place between 1995 and 1997. Further restoration took place between 1995 and 1997. Further forest habitat restoration has also been proposed. Further forest habitat restoration has also been proposed. The restoration project required 205 tons of steel. The restoration project required 205 tons of steel. They especially wanted restoration of mail service. They especially wanted restoration of mail service. Restoration of telephone service was completed 48 hours later. Restoration of telephone service was completed 48 hours later. The present restoration was completed in 1910. The present restoration was completed in 1910. This has enabled several restoration projects to start. This has enabled several restoration projects to start.